For the questionnaire assignment, if you're not using the computer, it says if you're not using the computer, I'm going to show you how to do it without using the computer. Okay, so we're going to go right to part 1, the questionnaire. Write a minimum of 15 sentences. You may use some of mine, okay, but make sure it's a minimum 15. You can go up to 21. Write the questions by hand. Try to include a variety of questions, multiple choice, checkbox, scale questions. So let's take a look. I wrote some over here. Okay, when it means checkbox means you can select more than one. Okay, but here, Mr. Scummer questionnaire, what is your gender? And I added a few more options, male, female, other, prefer not to say. That's fine. Then you got number 2, how many different sports teams did you play on in the past? And make sure you have your letters so people know what to do. Make sure your questions are numbered. Choose all the sports you enjoy playing. So for this one, you can have more than one choice. You can even add it here. You can choose more than one, which I didn't add, but you can say choose more than one. Okay. On average, each night, how many hours of TV did you watch? So I wrote the questions with the choices. Then I did a scale question on the end. On a scale of 1 to 7, how much do you enjoy playing sports? Where 1 is enjoy and 7 you hate. Okay, you finish this. So you finish this sheet. Okay, and then you got more. You say you got 15. I don't have enough. You go get the stapler, staple it together. There's your questionnaire. Make sure you write neatly. Now, if someone uses the questionnaire, that's it. It's done. So instead, we've got an answer key or a response table. So here's my response table. So this should be photocopied for you. Now, let's say it's not photocopied. So let's say you have to do this from scratch. Well, you can create it. You can put question 1. You can use your ruler. Okay, and you can put like student 1 here, and you can put like a column with a ruler. Put a column down here with a ruler. And then on each line, maybe someone can answer it. So you can make your own. So if you don't get a copy of this, you can make your own. But let's take a look. We're going to use this one here. We're going to answer the questions. So I'll go right here, first one. What is your gender? Question 1, what is your gender? Well, I'm male, so I put A. You put capital A. Question 2, and all down one column. I'm number 1. Question 2, how many sports teams did you play on? Well, maybe I played on 2 sports teams in the past. Question 3, I can choose more than one here. So maybe I like to play soccer. I like hockey, so I'll put comma C maybe, and maybe basketball G. B, C, G. Question 4, so you put question 4 here. On average, how many hours of TV do you watch? Well, 1 to 2, so I'll put B here. Okay, question 5, on a scale of 1 to 7, how much do you enjoy playing sports where 1 is enjoy and 7 you hate it? Well, I do enjoy playing my sports. Maybe I'm a 2. I'll say I'm a 2 here. So look, I put number 2, and I continue, and I continue all the way down. There's 21 questions. So if you go over 21, you can just write more questions on there. If someone wants to put question 22, question 30, 23, if there are more. So there's how you set that up. Now you take this information. So let's say over here we got B, A, next person fills in. So you got a different person coming in. I just represent that by a different color, and they're female, so they put B. Oh, that marker didn't work. Let's get another marker here. They put B here. Okay, and then on the next column, the second person, maybe they played on 1. So the 1 sport. Now, here's my mistake. This should have been C, so it should be clear. You can put number. That should have been C here. 2 sports with C. So over here, the question 2 sports is C, but you can always correct it. B here. So on this one, maybe they like playing golf and lacrosse. So they put E here. Question 4. So question 4, how many hours? Well, they don't watch much TV. They put A here. And question number, scale. Maybe they're not a big sports fan. They put maybe 4 there. And then you continue on. So you're going to get a whole string of answers for question 1. And it goes to 2 pages. So you should have 2 pages of this. See? And then student 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 18. You take this information then, and you pick the best 6 questions. So let's say I'm going to take the first question. I'm going to put, this is going to be question 1. I go to this, and I'm going to make the first question a pie graph. So I decided to make a pie graph 1 here. I'll write the question in. What is your gender? Question 1 I'm going to use here. What is your gender? So I'm going to put it right in here. Okay, I had a few choices. So this was gender here. And I had a couple choices. I had male, female, other, or prefer not to say. So I fill it in. Now, if you have more choices than on here, either you can add boxes in here, or you can use a nice ruler and cut the box across. And you can put 2 in here. So you could cut these in cross and make more options in there. Okay, so let's say maybe out of all the people I surveyed, 8 were male and 7 female. Maybe I had one other and one preferred not to say. Okay, now we're going to graph this. Now, you have to find the percent. So 15, 16, so maybe you had 17 people surveyed. You have to go 8 divided by 17. Use your calculator, and these go by 10%. So 8 divided by 17. So that's going to be, let's see, 8, 6, just under 50%. So whatever that calculates, you're going to color all this in. And we did this before we did these graphs. And then we're going to say male. And we're going to put the percent here, whatever that percent is, using our calculator, whatever 8/17. We're going to write the percent there. And we've done that before. Okay, so that's how you're going to do 2 pie graphs. And then at the end, you might write most people in the class are male. So you might write here, descriptions of most people in the class. So on the bottom here, you might write most people in the class are male. Okay. Similarly, you're going to do the bar graphs on here. You're going to write with the question number, and then you're going to write what the question is. You're going to put you put your information here. You put your category, whatever it is, down here. Put your options. If not enough options, you can always add lines and add more. Add lines, or you can try to add on the bottom. Get your frequency, and here you're going to have, you have your one title, your other title, your other title. Make sure you put just like I practiced, make sure you put your lines here, and then add your bars. Okay. When you're done, this is what I want to hand it in. I want this package of 3 pages handed in. There's 3. You can hand in your response table. You can put it all together. You can staple it all together. You can put it in your response table and your questions, and you can staple it all in one package. Do I care about the order? Maybe the questions first. Maybe put the questions first, followed by your response table, and then your analysis. So you'll staple it all together in one nice package and hand it in. 1 hour probably for the questions. Give yourself an hour, and give maybe an hour to hand them out so everyone answers your questions, so they have time to read and do your questions. And then about a little bit over an hour probably to do this analysis, and you should finish it by the end of class. Hand it in, staple it, and finish it.